Patience is a mind that is able to accept fully and happily whatever occurs. So basically, he's saying that we keep a peaceful and happy mind in the midst of whatever is happening in our life. That's the practice of patience. He continues and says, being patient means to welcome wholeheartedly. So that's a very important word, wholeheartedly. In other words, we're not holding back. We're not wishing things were different. We're not disappointed. We are welcoming wholeheartedly whatever arises, having given up the idea that things should be other than what they are. So this isn't life according to me. This is life according to what's actually happening, what we're actually experiencing, both internally and out there in our daily life. So here is a very important sentence. It is always possible to be patient. There is no situation so bad that it cannot be accepted patiently with an open, accommodating, and peaceful heart. So imagine yourself having this capacity to accept everything that's happening in your life, the good things, the bad things, the neutral things, with an open, accommodating, and peaceful heart. Think of the flexibility you'll have with that mind. When patience is present in our mind, it is impossible for unhappy thoughts to gain a foothold. So that is one of the tremendous benefits of patience, is that when we're practicing patience, our mind isn't unhappy. Always rely on a happy mind alone, as I quoted earlier on Geshe Chekawa. So why do we want to do this? Okay, so we have to understand what are the advantages of learning how to improve our practice of patience, because it takes practice, and more practice. So why do we want to do that? And the reason we want to do that is because if you think about what happens in your mind, much of the time, you actually are discovering that you're disappointed, annoyed, irritated, out of sorts, impatient, and perhaps even outright angry. So you can check that out. Each of you think about, what is my mind generally like? What am I generally thinking and experiencing within my mind? So one of the key important practices is to learn to watch our mind, to understand what is actually happening in my mind. And we're trained not to do that, because everywhere we go, there's music, there's stimulation. Everyone's got earbuds in, listening to something, and people aren't spending much time paying attention to what's happening in their mind. So actually, the term Buddhism was coined by Westerners. The actual translation of the people who are called Buddhist is inner beings. Okay, so that means that we actually are working within our mind to improve our mind, to perfect our human qualities through using the tool of meditation and then practicing what we're meditating on.